Pop those out. Up here I'm going to try and keep that brow. So I'm going to reinforce it with a little cut and try and roll cut that up under it. Try to keep them as clean as I can as I go. We won't have to worry about in there because when we start taking out our corners for our eyes and everything, this will clean up in here. Okay, I'll just sit there and rub it off a little bit. I'll take it out with a small gouge later. And I could do it now. Just a little gouge, clean that up. Okay, it's no biggie. Alright, what we're going to do next is try and get this nostril in just a little more since I had that cleaned off. I have this one sweeping nice. I want this one to do the same. Sometimes the way I face the camera and I face this, it gives me a little harder angle to get at one side or the other. Today it's this side over here as far as the nose goes. Make sure I can transition that nice. It's right down here at the corner of the nostril is what I'm working on the other side if you can't see it. I'm trying to get this part to just flow into the face. Because when we do the next step, which we're going to do now, to set that nose in, I want it to be able to push right into the side of the face and leave a really nice impression here. And this side's a little higher than this side. So instead of trying to get this, I might have to work that. And I'm trying to get it to flow off a little bit better than it is. So when we do that, they look nice and even. And up on the side here. Okay, he's starting to look like something. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same gouge I do have in my hand, about a number 11. Size is important when you're dealing with nostrils this size. I want the wings on the side to be pretty much the same. And I'm going to put it right about here, and I'm going to tap it with my chisel. Check it out a little bit by lifting it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that'll be good. And I'm going to really set it in. A couple of good taps. Okay. This is the side here that if I didn't have it in right, it's not going to look the same. That's what I was messing with. I'm going to do the same on this side. Give him a little twist. I'm going to take that gouge, do a removal cut. Just like this, right around that line we just cut. If you lose it or you chip your nostril a little bit, you can always tap it in a little more, okay? Use your palm or your mallet again if you need more off. On the side here, I'm going to try and clean that up a little bit. Do a little bit of cleanup as you go. Alright, and he's got the nose set in pretty good. It's a good start. You go around, you shape them up. Try and get them to go up towards that eye bridge, so sweep up nice on both sides. All right, going to take the center down a little here, get that flowing in. Now from the side, since we have a wedge right here and it's going right under, all right, that's going to really make that nose pop. I'm going to angle that back because I want the nose to go underneath that brow. Remember, okay. Just going to angle it back. Make sure it tucks underneath that eye bridge up here. I'm going to take my chisel to make it nice and get it in there a little bit more. Just push it up invertedly, invert it, and go right underneath with it. Okay, just like that. This is also good for coming down here and cleaning up the nose to get that roundness to the bottom here. you don't really round it off. It'll look like he's flat there. So we'll have to clean. I'll show you how to take some more wood out over on the nostrils later, hopefully. Okay, right now we're going to come up here and take his eyebrows down a little bit. Let's see what tool I want to use. I might just put a nice little split. Adjust my tools over here. And take a U-gouge. See the U on that? The U shape. I'm going to put it up here. I'm just going to make a divot there. Go right down to the nose. Separating his eyebrows some. Okay. Then come right back up. And all the way up under his hair. It's hairline. I usually take my detail knife and pop that little chip out. Okay. Separates the eyebrows and gives us room to work as far as pushing them any way we want. You can clean it up a little here. Now, if I wanted to give them really quick eyebrows, I'll try to show you different ways to do stuff. Let me get my pencil. So I want these eyebrows about here, I guess, sweeping this way. And I can put them in with my V tool. Okay. But since that's tearing this wood up when we go cross grain like that, I might just score them and push the wood down, or I could just go along that knife and just raise them. But the best way would be maybe with my knife here, cut a stop cut. I'm going to round underneath that and make the eyebrows stand out. Taking that pencil line off at the same time here. Do a removal cut there. That way I can keep that part of the head and maybe flow some hair over there. Okay, and that's all I'm doing there. Stop cut. Follow the line I scored for my eyebrow. I'm going to run it down a little longer on the outside, and I'm going to do a removal cut. Make that eyebrow stand out a little better. A little deeper over here. Round them off a little bit, take them down. There. They make the